guys, it's Emily from Nobel Novels and welcome to today's video. This is the to be read tag, aka TBR tag. I was tagged in this by the lovely Chloe a few months ago, and you guys know what I'm like. It does take me a little bit of time to get to my tag videos, although a lot less at the moment. I've now got availability in June. But with everything that's going on, I'm sort of mixing and matching my tags, but yes. So thank you, Chloe, for tagging me in this. This is one video that I couldn't wait to do. So the first prompt is, how do you keep track of your TBR pile? Well, I have never until the 1st of April counted how many unread books I've got. You'll find out that number at the end, but I did on the 1st of April. So now what I'm going to be doing is obviously deducting the number of books that I've read off that number and adding the ones I buy. Now, I wasn't planning on buying any in April, but just to top up the free delivery for the kids, stuff for the kids, I've kind of got a few extra books. Aren't I naughty? But anyway, you'll see those at the end of the month. So yes, I'll be using my booktube diary for that and keeping track of it on that way. I can't believe I'd never done that before. Next one is your TBR mostly print or ebook? Well, I don't have an e-reader. I don't have anything like that. So it is purely print. And I'll tell you what, I do have audiobooks, but they're library audiobooks, so I don't count library books in my TBR. That's not counting because it's not mine. Same way I don't count the books that my sister's lent to me or someone's lent to me. If I'm going to bring them back, they're not in my TBR. They're not in my numbers at the end, if you get what I mean. The next one is, how do you determine what book you read from your TBR pile? Well, you guys know I do a fair amount of buddy reads. So I book them in advance. I try and normally stick to about 5 maximum. It's not, at the moment it's growing. It was only going to be like 2 or 3, but June's got, I think I've already got like about 4 or 5 in June. I've got not got many in May. Got quite a few this month. But yeah, so I use my buddy reads. Then I also have the readathons. So I use those as my sort of guideline. But in that area, I do try and mix in some kids' books or Harry Potter books to read at night. I mix in the different genres. So basically, no matter what mood I'm in, I can pick up a book that I like. So I try and have at least one thriller in there, some Chiclet if I need a light read, some historical fiction again if I need something to put my mind in perspective, some non-fic. I do try and mix it up, and I'm also making sure that I have at least one classic a month. Although looking at May, I will admit May, I've not got any classics in that because mental health is on, so I'll be supporting that. So yeah, I do kind of like having my TBR as quite a wide range. But I'm also now doing a extra bit on top. So I'll have my set TBR now, but I will also have a few extras. If I get time to, then I can read for that. And I might include that in my TBR video. In fact, that's a good idea for me, actually. You've just given me an idea now. My brain's a bit daft, isn't it? Okay, so the next one is number 4. A book that has been on your TBR the longest. It's a Chiclet that my sister Charlie gave me last year. It's Sparkles by Louise Bagshaw. It's the glittering fortunes of the Mascot family, vast owners of Paris's greatest jewellery firm, were plunged into confusion 7 years ago by the disappearance of Pierre Mascot, a charming its charming and secretive head. Now the beautiful young widow Sophie has decided that she and her son Tom must move on to survive. I think the reason why this scares me, it's nearly 600 pages, which for a Chiclet is quite scary. I don't like my Chiclets being too big because I like to be able to dip in and out of them. But the cover is really pretty and I couldn't get rid of it, and I don't want to get rid of it because I love jewellery. I used to anyway. I don't know so much since I've had the kids. But so it's got Paris, it's got London, it's got Russia and LA. Oh, guys, tell me when I've got to read this. If any of you read this, let me know. Charlie gave it to me. It's beautiful. I do need to get to it, but it's scaring me because it's so big. The next one, a book recently added to your TBR. This, as you'll see in my favourites at the end of the month, Sleep by C.R. Talia. You guys know all about this. It's a thriller. The lovely Holly from Reading_My Mind gave me this because she had 2 copies, and when she said, "Is anyone getting rid of it?" and I was like, "Oh yeah, I do." I'm really trying to push myself with my thrillers, and I hope you're proud of me, Nicole. Nicole and Victoria, my big thriller fans. I really hope you're proud of me for trying this. This is going to scare the crap out of me because I've got insomnia, so this is going to be interesting. But paralysing insomnia, terrifying nightmares, and memories of a horrific day are making it impossible. If only she didn't feel so guilty. To escape her past, Anna takes a job at the hotel on the remote Scottish island of Rum. Yet when 7 guests join her, What started as a retreat from the world turned into a deadly nightmare. This looks like it's going to scare the crap out of me, but at the same breath, it's legendary. It's one that I really want to push myself and try and read. So thank you, Holly. I'm really grateful. By the way, guys, check Holly out. She's lovely. The next one, a book on your TBR strictly because of the beautiful cover. Now, I'll be honest, a lot of my books I bought just because of the cover. So I found this one really hard when I was looking through all my books last night. But I decided to go with a book that I got at a car boot last year. God, please let car boots come back at some point. And I mainly, yes, the author name I love, Lucy Diamond, but on a beautiful day, look how spring and beautiful this looks. This looks like such a spring book. I think this might go on my pile of maybes for May because it looks so summery, and I did save this for the spring. It's a beautiful day in Manchester when 4 friends are meeting for a birthday lunch, but then they witness a shocking accident just meters away, and it acts as a catalyst for them. So I like the idea of the 4 friends, but look at the cover, guys. Isn't it beautiful? It's really pretty. Yes, it's girly, and it's not really what I would normally go for, but it is really beautiful, and I like the look of it. So yeah, that kind of intrigued me when I went to a car boot and I picked that up. A book on your TBR that you never plan on reading. I'll be honest, I never ever do that. I never get a book if I'm not going to read it. There is one book on my shelf actually that I probably should have put, that I've had for ages and that's scaring me. I bought it because of another one that I bought because it looked nice and it had Tudor, and it's what's it called? I'm looking over here. The Ashes of London. I think Abby recently read it and I want to read it, but it's scaring me. So there are some books on there that obviously I'm going to take my time to get to, but I always plan on reading my books. It's a waste. You don't never waste books, guys. BookTube, come on, we know what we're like. We love our books. I love them too much. I have to read them. Admittedly, some of them will get DNF very quickly if I don't like them, but I have to read them. So the next one is an unpublished book on your TBR that you're excited for. Well, I've got a few unpublished books that are on my wish list. I've got the you know me, I never give just one answer. So I've got the next six Tudor Queens, which I think is Anne of Cleves. Nope. Yeah, it's Anne of Cleves, I think. Nope. Well, it's the next one of those. So I will be reading that. That's the one that will be getting bought soon. But the one that I really, really cannot wait to get, and it's not even on Amazon because she's not even finished writing it, is the next book in the trilogy. I think she's going to make it a trilogy. The follow-up for The Heart So Fierce and Broken. I can't remember the title of it, but you guys know that Bridget Kemner is probably my new favourite author. And she's currently writing the 3rd book, and I'm going to be buying that. I'll be pre-ordering it. I need to find out the way of... Guys, can you let me know? Because Amazon, obviously, at the moment, I understand why they're taking their time with pre-orders. But how is the best way of getting a pre-ordered book to you as soon as it comes out? Please let me know in the comments below. I'm desperate. Because that book, I want it on as soon as it's published. I want it. Ever get the idea I like Bridget Kemner? Oh, yay, the sun's come out. Great. Next one is a book that's on your TBR that basically everyone has read but you. This is down to my sister. Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. This cover is matching Linda from Linda's World of Books cover. I saw this in my favourite charity shop, and it was only like £1. Everyone has talked about Rebecca. I know that Lauren from Lauren Her Books loved it. I know that Simon loved it. I know my sisters loved it. I know Simone loved it. I know Julie loved it. There is so many people that love this book, and I think Linda liked it as well. Please comment. Rebecca is dead, yet she influences every action and thought through of all the other characters in the book. So, you guys know everything about this. It is one that everyone has shouted about. So, I have to basically read it. I can't put it off too long, although I don't know why it's scaring me. There's something about the writing that's scaring me, but it's one that everyone else has read, so I have to read it. The next one is a book on your TBR that everyone recommended to you. Again, you guys have seen my BookTuber Recommends video, so I could have picked loads of books. But the same one that I'm probably going to answer for loads of sodding questions on loads of sodding TBRs. Sorry, loads of tag videos is 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. Katie from Books and Things said that she loves it. Clint, no. Wrong name, sorry, wrong man. Tom liked it. My sister Charlie liked it. Their lovely Simon from Savage Reads liked it. So many people have loved this solid book. I think Charlie from Charles Heathcote, he loved it as well. It's historical fiction. You guys all know about this sodding book. It's talked about everywhere. I am reading it. I think it's going to go on my June. In fact, I know. I'm going to go and write it on my June TBR. God, I'm planning ahead already. This is going on my June list because I've got to read it. If I write it on my June one, I will not be able to change my mind. But this is definitely one that I'm reading. It's historical fiction at its best. I don't need to tell you about it, do you? If you do, look it up. It's brilliant. The next one is a book on your TBR that you're dying to read. Again, I could say a million books because, as you well know from the following next question, I've got a lot of books. And I'll get through them over this blooming lockdown, which we don't talk about. So I couldn't really pick. I wanted to pick a variety of genres to go in this tag video, because you know me, I like a bit of mix-up. But I picked this one. Elizabeth Gaskell's writing of the life of Charlotte Bronte. I'm aiming to read all the Bronte books this year. And at the moment, I'm well on for actually doing it. So this is Elizabeth Gaskell's biography of a close friend, Charlotte Bronte, and it was published in 1857, and it got popular acclaim. It recounts Charlotte Bronte's life from her isolated childhood to her years as a writer, and it's just brilliant. Now, I think one of my friends on here said they're going to buddy read it with me, but can I, for the life of me, remember who it is? If I have said your name about buddy reading it, please let me know, because this is another one that I have to read. I think I bought this as a Christmas present. It's not actually a long classic. In fact, it may well go on my maybes. I don't know. I kind of feel like with the maybe pile for my TBRs, I don't really want to. I want to put the books on the maybe piles I don't want to talk about as much, but this does look really, really good. So it's another one that's going to have to be read very quickly because look at the picture as well. It's Charlotte Bronte. Doesn't she look beautiful? I love it. You guys know I've got a thing about the Brontes because obviously being named after one of them and my sisters. But yeah, I really can't wait to read this. Now the last question. Finally, you guys are going to get a video of me on mine that's not like 20 minutes long. How many books are on your TBR shelf? Eek! I'm not wanting to tell you this. You're not going to believe this. Cat. Now the reason why I actually counted this, I wasn't even counting the number for any reason. I counted it because Kaz at Cats and Camera, oh my god, she was saying that she was counting her books and she was like, I sort of said, oh, I really should count mine. Now this number here is including the books that I've sort of started, because I counted this in the start of April. I've currently read a couple of books like this, so it's a rough amount. 328 books. This is not counting library books because obviously they're going to be going back. So I think it's about 328, 327. I can't believe it. Chris was like, you shouldn't be buying more books. And what have I gone and done? I've gone and ordered like 4 books. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And you guys know what it's going to be like when the charity shops reopen. I'm going to be going in and buying more. But Chris is like, and Charlie, I even said to my sister, like, oh, she's got like a pile of books that she's going to lend to me when this is over. And I was like, oh, come on, you know, drop them over on my doorstep. Obviously, we're keeping social distancing. Drop them on my doorstep and then I'll pick them up when you've gone. But she was like, you've got enough books on your study TBR, just get through them. But it's just like, I couldn't believe it. I was averaging about 200. I didn't even think that I could hit the 300, let alone beat 300 books. I'm just like, oh my god, I feel guilty. But do you know what? I love my books, so what the hell? I'm going to have fun with it. At least I've got a mix. I've got a mix of all the different genres, so that's good. Anyway, guys, this tag video was so much fun to make. So, should I tell you who I'm going to tag? First of all, I'm going to tag Simone, one of my BookTube besties. Love you, baby girl. Then I'm going to tag Kaz at Cats and Camera. And I'm actually going to tag an extra 2 people now. I was only going to tag 1. Tia, from Tia and All Your Books. And now I'm going to tag Berna from Berna's Bookish Adventures. So, I'd love to see what you all do with this video. It's such a fun video and I love it. So guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Or if you're new to my channel and not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.